Now to matters tourism, and last week's official celebration marking World Tourism Day 2017 took place in Doha in Qatar. Well, Taleb Rufai, that of course is the UNWTO Secretary General, warned that this is a crucial time for tourism as the world stands at a crossroads with the two major forces of the digital IT revolution and the travel revolution. Here in Kenya, a drive to diversify the product that Kenya has taken root with a renewed focus on cultural and historical tourism. Well, this is me out there bringing you more on this story. And as a result, there are many concerted efforts that have been made to try and diversify Kenyan tourism away from the traditional bush and beach tourism. And I'm here at the Taita Hills Game Lodge as a result of some of those efforts. And the effort currently going on here is to introduce what is termed as battlefield tourism, part of the heritage of the First World War and that associated war period lie in this general area. Now, today, as part of the commemoration of the World Tourism Day, the British Army Training Unit, part of its members, are here today to be able to sample some of that culture. We want to accompany them on that journey, and we'll be able to gauge what the experience looks just like here in the region. So just come along and enjoy the experience. The battlefields of Taita Taveta County have been described as a huge endorsement for the new tourism product. Modalities are being worked out by the Sarova Group, the Kenya Tourist Board and other stakeholders to entice both local and international tourists, schools, universities, researchers, and to sample battlefield attractions. A week-long field study by a contingent of the British Army Training Unit in Kenya, BATUK, around some of the gazetted sites signifies growing interest in battlefield tourism, which is still in its infancy in the country.
They've brought us the first group of soldiers who are now basically doing the tour, which is a 5 days tour. And we are going to tour all the historical sites within Taita Taveta County and areas where actually the war took place.
Colonel Nick Wood, commander of Batuk, said that the British Army conducts battlefield tourism around the globe to learn lessons from previous conflicts.
The soldiers back in the First World War in 1914, 15, 16 in this part of the world had to endure similar challenges that we do today in the parts of the world that we operate in as a British Army.
This is an add-on product to normal tourism and also an addition in revenue to the East Africa communities due to the spread of these sites that can be found all the way from Taita Taveta through Tanzania up to Abercrombie in Zambia, where the Germans surrendered.
We've got two sites which are in the park, the Mzima Fort and the Crater Fort. The rest are within the community sanctuary. And Sarova, we are also trying to, as much as we can, to partner with the community because some of these sites are in their locality and they should benefit from this.
The war that pitted the British Field Army and the Germans was dubbed the East African Campaign of the Great War in East Africa from 1914 to 1916. Peter Kaba, KTN News.